everybody. Welcome back to our show. Today we're going to be interviewing Mr. Horatio Pagani, one of the biggest car producers ever to live on this planet, and just waiting on his arrival right now. Busy man, it takes forever. Also, sorry for the bad camera quality. We just got a new phone, so we're still working on it. And yeah, let's get right into their interview. So, Mr. Horatio Pagani, what inspired you to becoming the person you are this day? And knowing you're one of the most important figures to ever step foot on the platform of creating vehicles and cars. If I'm being honest, basically what really inspired me to be part of the car industry is Manuel Juan Fangio, a Formula One racer. Back when I was a kid, I used to listen to him all the time, and he was the reason I actually made wooden model of cars in my living room, and my mom actually still has them at our home in Argentina. So yeah, he's the reason everything went the way it did. It's very, very interesting. Do you know? And the crowd has a couple more questions for you. Please stay put with us. What is your? Do you have any clue of what your net worth is to this day? Yes, Jimmy, I do know. It is probably around $100 million, which is phenomenal to me because when you've started out this low in your life, as an Argentinian boy, you cannot it cannot make sense that you basically feel that you are not you are one of them. You feel like you are a normal person, nothing really changes, and that is the truth. And but yes, if the only difference I have with people is that I pursued my dreams and I followed my passion, and I believed hard enough. And if you do it, you will succeed in anything you really choose to. Phenomenal, very very important tips that we're hearing today from Horatio Pagani, everyone. And what was um, what was your first car you ever released? Officially, of course. Well, my first car would be the Zonda. It was in 1999, I was pretty sure. And yes, I was very, very surprised of how proud I felt for that moment at the Geneva Motorsport show. And I got the chance to present my Zonda, and it was a very, very nice experience. I received very positive feedback from the people that attended it actually. I am aware that that was the first car you created, but what about the days in Argentina? What about when you didn't really have that money, the crew, and the your life was more simplified back then? How did the industry look like for you in through your eyes? Yes, back in Argentina, actually, when I was 14 years old, the first contact I had with a motorized vehicle was I created a motorcycle with my friend. We actually borrowed some parts from my uncle's junkyard, and then we found an engine with the knowledge I had and the knowledge he had. We actually put together a motorbike model. I am not quite sure where it is to this day, but yes. That is a very beautiful story Mr. Pagani just shared with us this evening. We have a couple more questions for you to go. Before the Zonda, why was your name heard when talking about Formula 2 and 3 racers globally? Well, Jimmy, would potentially because after I had created at least four unofficial Formula 3 racers and two racers back in my 20s. And that really caught Manuel Fangio's attention. And he really wanted to take one of my racers out for a lap in the track. And at the end of it, he was amazed, and he actually made Ferrari buy one of my racers so he can race in it. He won multiple titles, broke many records, and it was one of the highlights of my career at that point because my model really was racing in my own vehicle, the racer I had created originally. I bet that would be everybody's dream. What an interesting story of how life turns out, and it's basically like a coin. You have the same chances of something happening as you have something not happening. Um, Another question is basically how did moving to Italy occur? Everybody's been wondering, and yes. My move to Italy was through Fangio again, of course, Manuel Fangio. He was the reason I actually got the chance to moved to Italy. He saw my thirst of if evolution of becoming something greater, something better. So he put my name up front for big companies like Lamborghini, which of course they showed a lot of interest, and they were the reason I actually was able to move to Italy and start a career in the industry there. And now that you mentioned Lamborghini, what really happened between your relationship? Why did you end up leaving? Yes, it was a. I had a lot of good years in Lamborghini. Very, very pleasant to work with the team over there. But I believe they did not really act smart in their choices. They spent too much time and money and material to spend to make their vehicles. When actually I made the Montag model of the Lamborghini, all fiberglass and aluminum. It took me less money, less time to make the vehicle. It made it very much lighter and very faster. But the Lamborghini, of course, was very not interested. They were not going to change their um, sort of like work ethics for an idea I had brought up. So I realized it was time for us to separate our paths and continue to pursue what each wanted to. Right. Well, there you have it. Even in the best relationships, of course, between a worker and an employee and employer, there's always these debates that can cause something like this to occur. Your cars always have this specific design and very unique at the same time. What do you inspire your cars from? What do you take inspiration from? Well, Jimmy, you're going to laugh at this. Like all of you in this room probably right now, and mostly women, to be honest. From a very young age, I was attracted to women like I was attracted to cars. It was pretty insane. I did not know how to word it out, but yes. Um, of course, I picture a woman when I picture my car, a beautiful but very powerful creature that can generate a lot of power and leadership. So, yes, that is my respect for both cars and women. And where is the base to your company? Even to this day. Even if my heart belongs to Argentina, Italy has a very special place in my heart as well. So I decided to actually build my base there because that's where I basically started my career, in the heart of Cesario, Sao Paulo, and Panaro in Italy. So I'm very proud of my creation of that base because it's been very popular and in the Pagani brand. So yeah, that is where my base is right now. Whoever wants to go buy a car, but I but I guarantee that is pretty expensive. It sure is. Are you sure you not give us a discount for coming to the show this day? Anyways, for the last question of the day, we've heard that actually the first car you ever had had a Mercedes engine. The car community really wants to know if that's accurate or if it's false information. Actually, yes, Mercedes was indeed the company which at the time offered me the most powerful engine I can use in my car. It was a 6.6 liter 12 cylinder engine, of course. I think 5,980 horsepower. It was definitely one of the best engines at the time, but for the here as well, and providing it with the acceleration and speed it really needed. So, yes, that is my answer. So there you have it, folks. This was Horatio Pagani. Stick around. Soon we're gonna have Elon Musk come one of these days. So we're gonna interview him. Probably not gonna show it, but So thank you so much for watching. And yes, thank you, Mr. Horatio Pagani. Thank you very much.